Hey,
Hey,
Maria.
how are you?
I am okay. How are you?
I'm okay. I like the fire behind you. It looks very festive
Right?
and
We're trying,
cozy.
full tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so gotta get the background going for it. So
Yes.
thanks for hopping on Thanksgiving Eve
Sure.
to hang out with us. Um, so tonight's Sister Wives. It's gonna be fun, and Addie is off this week for holidays, so we gave her the week off. We threw a bone. Listen, you know, she needed some time off. I'm like, okay, I'll allow it. It is Thanksgiving. What kind of person would I be if. So,
Exactly.
and I think Mara may be joining us. I know she had some people over. So, uh, but I was watching it today, and I'm like, we gotta talk about this show. So, let me say hi to everybody, and then we'll get into it. So, I know the bangs, right? What a difference. You're welcome. Digital Pen, hey. Vulture Lady, Christina B, Ruth Ann, hi, Mel B, Sheila, Susie B, Maria W, Michelle again, Jennifer, Patty S, Toys for Tears, Surely Loving Life, MTT, Perfectly Imperfect, Jewel, Holistic, Critolin, I think I got everybody, and Seraphim, boom. Hi, everybody. So, fun fact about my last night. So, our power went out at 11 o'clock last night. Like, not just our power, like the whole town. Like, boom, lights out. Like, what was it, babe? The transponder? What's it? The,
It's a transformer.
that's it. The transformer, but we heard it. And, like, the whole town, lights out. And that was from 11 o'clock last night to, was it 4 o'clock this afternoon?
Well, no, it was until 7, and then it went off for
And it's cold
like
here.
another maybe 2.5 hours. Then came back on, and then it went back out, and then it came back on at 4 o'clock.
And it's like creepy, like when like the whole town's out. Like it is like pitch black. So that was fun. Cold and dark.
Yeah. Did you build a little tent, a little pillow fort or something to keep you warm?
We had to go into the emergency bunker. Know what was gonna happen. But thank God for that. And then Georgie had full reign of like the darkness, so he then scaled a tree and then knocked it down again, and my turtle doves broke that I've had
Oh.
for. So, but that's okay because the power's back on now. But the whole town lost complete power for like almost the whole day of Thanksgiving when they were before when everyone cooks the whole day. So yeah, we weren't cooking. So, but I sympathetic for the people that were and couldn't. So yeah.
You know, they'll cook tomorrow. They'll be fine.
So with that being said, let's start the other
Ooh,
what?
I just accidentally muted you. I was trying to.
It's fine. Here we go.
Okay.
That one on. He is. He's fabulous. And he's on the inside scoop. Pull that one on. And he's on the inside
scoop. Hey, Johnny Mac.
Hey.
So this was a fun episode. Christine gets out. And man, so much to say.
I love that. You got to just dive into Cody. I mean, there was definitely some Cody parts in this, but at least the first part, it was just Janelle and Christine kind of trying to digest everything that happened at that meeting.
Right. 4 days later.
Was it 4 days later?
Yeah, 4 days.
Dang.
It wasn't next day. But still good for Janelle for going. At any rate,
I mean, she's over there every day anyway, right? Because she's got to fill up her water jugs. So
so yeah, and then Janelle was saying that I could not believe how angry Cody was, and she also said like I couldn't believe how patriarchal he was being, and she was shocked at his behavior.
yeah, yeah,
Bold.
we're definitely seeing Janelle kind of feel like she doesn't recognize him. The way that he's behaving during this divorce is real angry, and she
Like all the
doesn't.
sacrifices I made.
I mean, it is a bit of a unique situation, right? Normally, when you get divorced from somebody and you're angry with them, that's the person you're divorcing, right? But he still has 3 other wives. So, he's taking it out on them probably a bit more than he should be and probably questioning everything. So I want to cut him a little slack, but also he sucks so much. It's so
Although
hard.
also like he always says like that he wants Mary to like leave. Like I wish it was Mary. Like go. Like if Mary came to me tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah, please, thanks, finally. So
She's
I
never
mean,
leaving. Over her cold, dead body.
nope. She's invested in this family the most, guys. Mary, don't let her fool you. It's not Robin, it's Mary. Mary's playing the super long game. So
Super long. Super
there you
long.
go.
So,
Go ahead.
yeah, Janelle was also kind of concerned about the way that Christine spoke about Robin. Really, it was like, do you not want to see her or Mary like ever again? Like, because that's what it sounded like. And she's like, no, I didn't mean like ever again. I mean, like
Oh,
right now.
I think she said, yeah. I think that like Christine, like I didn't think she thought at that moment that the kids were implied with it because they go
I
in.
didn't either.
Me neither. But like, I guess that's how Robin felt, which I could see.
Yeah.
And then Christine felt bad about that because it was kind of implied and they couldn't figure it out. But I could see, like, I don't want to agree with Robin, but I could see her being upset about that at least.
Yeah. Yeah. And she doesn't know how she's going to fix that situation. Yeah. How am I going to fix that situation? I wasn't trying to hurt the children. I mean, the children weren't there, so they're only going to get hurt if you tell them. But I don't know.
Man.
So then they kind of start talking about their own relationship, Janelle and Christine's, and like, the fact that they both kind of complained to Cody about each other over the years and what does their relationship look like now? And, Janelle's like, do we just, talk about it like it's a shared experience and make it about the kids? And Christine's like, no, like, I kind of feel like you're my best friend. You're one of my best friends. And that was sweet.
That was a moment. Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice.
It was. I loved it. But like, we see them now together all the time. Like they're doing that trip with Molly and Cynthia. So, and like was on Gwendolyn's friend video that like they kind of already
say.
Yeah. Janelle's left. So, yeah. I'm happy that Janelle stuck by her.
But Cody doesn't really feel the same about that.
No. And then you see like Cody saying like, I want to be like more like physical or intimate or around Janelle more, like, but she never gives me the chance. Huh?
See, I think that's interesting, right? Because she's living in the RV and she's putting all these obstacles, as far as he's concerned, between them and their intimacy, right? You're letting the dogs be in the bed. That's supposed to be our sacred, wedding bed. And you're letting the dogs get in there. It's all weirdness. But yeah, he's real mad that, the two of them have been fighting for years about the idea of having one house. And now they're suddenly best friends. Meanwhile, he can't get Janelle on the same page with him. He's so mad about it.
He's very mad.
Christine's stealing another one of his wives.
Yeah. The harlot. And it's all Mary's fault because she put the idea in their heads to begin with. See?
Oh, yes. She opened up the possibility, right?
She opened up Pandora's box.
I don't know. I kind of think it was COVID, though. Like the idea of them all taking care of themselves and never seeing Cody and realize that their lives run just great without him there. That is the killer of a marriage every time. Oh, I don't need you. Oh, you're more work than it's worth. Okay, bye.
Um, wait, where am I? Janelle. Are
You're
we
on the first page.
like I'm almost like we're at Janelle's like I'm pulled in both directions.
Oh, we're almost there, I think. Oh, there was one part where Mary had something to say.
Oh yeah, she was when she was like, at the B&B, why she couldn't come.
Oh no, not that part yet. She's like,
Oh, she goes. I didn't feel like she. I don't think she's a sister wife.
yeah. She's sometimes she's mad about this whole situation. I don't think she's a sister wife. You have to be married to be a sister wife, so she doesn't feel like that connection remains, and it
I mean,
doesn't.
whizzed right by her, like last episode, like when they were leaving, Robin's like so long, and then like started crying, and Mary like didn't even like she crop dusted on her pretty much. She probably farted right in front of her face.
It's possible. I'm not saying she did or did not crop dust, but
I mean, I'm gonna put the odds that she did, just to be honest with you, because she was like she had to be like I'm out, which was mean. Like Mary like was they all knew each other at the beginning. Like didn't he like Mary, then a year later Janelle, then a year later Christine. Wasn't it like all that quick? So they've pretty much been together since day one. And then Robin came like what 12 years later.
yep.
So
And then didn't need Christine to watch her children. So yeah. Boop. Wait, I failed. Try again.
Oh, hibbity bibbity, future lady. I really think Cody is going to be looking for another lady to court with soon. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, Vulture Lady. Ew, new, I lose. Bibbity bibbity, happy Thanksgiving, gobble gobble to you.
I don't know either. He seems like he's over the whole situation, but I don't know. I guess it depends if he wants more kids.
I don't think he does. I think he's kind of tired.
Yeah.
And I don't think I think Robin, as much as she was like I wanted the group lifestyle, and I came from monogamy, but there you are in monogamy, and again, really, Cody does not penetrate Janelle. I would like to know the
She
last
won't let him.
and Lord knows the last time he penetrated Mary, like Gimbals was still in business, so I really, it's Robin, and Robin's got that on lockdown now, which I think she kind of was the plan. And that's Robin playing the long game.
Yeah.
That's the Robin. Look what she was able to do. She got married, just divorcing to marry her. Like, damn, girl.
Yeah.
Robin, like the Omarosa, if like Omarosa won. She is like cunning, man.
She is cunning. I don't think she recognizes it in herself. She thinks she's doing the right thing at all times, but like she really does do things that like there's a reason all of these women have a problem with her. It's not an imaginary problem. It's a real problem. If you go all the way back and we go to when she was first started being part of the family, and she hired, I think, one of her cousins who was trying to get a teaching degree to watch the kids. Instead of having Christine watch the kids when Christine was there and would have loved to have connected with her children. It's like, you're already separating us. She had a nanny from jump, basically. I don't know.
And then wasn't Cody supposed to date one of Robin's cousins? Remember a few seasons back, that was the speculation. Do you remember that?
I do remember it being the speculation, and it might be the same one. It might be the one that was acting as the nanny back then. But I know the most recent nanny was already married. But yeah.
Yeah, because her and her husband both got the Rona.
Yep.
I think Robin and Cody, which followed every rule that there was.
Every rule.
We did everything. We wiped out our mail.
We stripped nude every time we left the house.
I yet to drive to Publix in a hazmat suit. You know, but see all that and for nothing.
For nothing.
Okay, so where are we now? Now both directions.
Yep, that's where we are. Yeah, she doesn't want to pick sides. And then, she kind of talks about how Christine is kind of the person who, when it came to the holidays and traditions, she was the one that made all of that stuff happen. She was the one that created the traditions and the family connectedness between everybody. And so without her there, what happens? And I feel like Cody might have touched on that, why he's so mad, like in one of the previous episodes, because it seemed like she's the glue that holds the family together, which is a problem.
She is. Wait, literally, ew, please, because wait, sorry, I didn't know. Wait, okay, please don't say Cody doesn't give Janelle the yammy anymore this close to Thanksgiving. Oh well. You know, I think Janelle gets Cody's yammy as much as not baby girl Lisa does now from Mooseman. Kimberly, I would say it's the same amount of yammyage that Janelle's getting. If you wanted to like compare it to something like a metaphor.
Yeah, she's not getting a lot of yammy for sure. I bet she's fine with that. She seems fine with that.
And I would even say further that I'm sure that not super fan Kim is getting more yammy than Janelle's getting yammy. And listen, maybe they could be friends.
Oh, that wasn't the one. I wrote this one.
Yes, and like
inappropriate.
Listen, and if you're gonna talk about goblin, listen, we're all gonna be eating cocks and goblin cocks. So if anyone's goblin the most cock this year, it's gonna be Robin. There's Mara.
I'm here.
Mara, we were just speaking about cock gobblers, and you appear. Welcome and happy.
It's like the magic word.
Way to roll with that, Mara.
You are snazzy.
Right? It bangs.
It is.
Like, I'm gonna call myself Hollywood Yates from now on. Like it's a different look. It's a lifestyle, actually. And you can thank the Silver Twins for inspiring me.
Right. Well, I mean,
and I was like, listen, let's just change it up.
It fits. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Mara.
I had the spiky hair cut for the last 25 years. I was like Lisa Rinna-ing it, and I was like, let's try something new. So here you go.
It is.
Very
it
nice.
is so fetch.
It's an attitude.
So fetch.
Oh, that's a great reference and perfect, really, for John Yates. He is very fetch.
So Mara, now that we have you up, speaking of cock gobblers, when do you feel the last time there was any cock gobbling between Janelle and Cody? Which president would be in office, would you say?
Clinton.
Why did you make me visualize that? I did. I went there and I wish I didn't.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cigar and all.
I would give a good 98 Clinton. No,
yes.
no, because the last time
Truly.
This show first started. No, Truly is Christine's, not Janelle's.
Oh, Janelle.
I think Savannah is Janelle's youngest. So the last time, how old is Savannah?
Would say when they were conceived.
When Savannah was conceived.
I don't know. Does she strike you as a cock gobbler at all? She might, this might just be a flip her around and get it done kind of a thing. This is all business.
Maria, why would you put that image in my head? Because now all I can see is kerplunk.
You guys are dirty. I'm just thinking about having a nice big cock on the table, which we all eat tomorrow, right?
Do we eat cock tomorrow?
I think we do. Isn't a rooster a cock?
Are we eating roosters?
I don't know.
Turkey. I don't know about cocks.
I don't. I mean that, but like, it's a gamecock. Whatever. It's a.
I don't want him to plunk it down on the table. I object to that imagery as well.
I don't know if it's pretty enough. I'm like, flop it.
Just
Well,
boom onto
As
the
I
table.
twirl my hair because it's been so long. I'm like, just turn that bitch on the table.
Just put it, slurp it up.
we all have our own, like, traditions. Everyone's household's different. I'm just, we like, we're gonna eat. A cock's a rooster, right?
A cock is a rooster, yes.
So that's chicken.
Correct.
So when you eat chicken, do you eat rooster or like hens?
Hens.
Hens.
So you don't eat rooster.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh.
Generally, I mean, I guess you can.
I'd like to know if I'm eating a cock or not.
So you
Usually
really
choke on it, so maybe that's it.
Oh, that's probably. Thank you, Mara. There it is, right there. So,
I'm
Mara,
sorry, Maria.
our that's why we have Mara, our resident cock, on panel with us tonight. She steered us in the right direction, and
she did. And we can also blame MTT for starting the conversation off.
Oh, God.
it's always entertaining and educating here at the Yates Network.
Yes.
I'm always willing to educate.
Absolutely.
That's it. Always. Above and beyond. That's our motto. I'm gonna have my insignia with like 2 swords and
fancy. A coat of arms?
Yes.
Ooh.
Our crest.
Yes.
We're working on it. Like 2 swords, like the police at our house, and like question mark. It'll be
some
Yates.
fancy mustards.
Yes. And salad dressing.
Oh,
perfect.
A refrigerator full of condiments. The condiments of your dream. Like,
perfect.
we may not be able to afford steak every night, but I have every type of Ken's dressing in my fridge, and you're welcome, Cody, because he's really the only one who gets to enjoy it. But hey, yeah, that's gonna be on the crest as well. It's gonna be a very big, busy crest.
Just lots of tiny, like little shelves, little refrigerator shelves, full of dressings.
Familiar with like the movie Pleasantville?
Yes.
The mosaic that Toby and Jeff paint, on the wall at the end, and everyone's like, "Whoa!" Like that type of like.
Wasn't that a nude? Wasn't it a nude image?
No. That was at the malt shop. I'm talking about on the wall, outside.
Shoot, I don't remember what that one was.
Oh, it was
neither.
When most of the people turn colors, but just whatever.
What is Judy saying? I just want to say this word just because it sounds fancy.
A Chanticleer?
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 Pretending it's French. I don't know. Is it a rooster or a cock?
A Chanticleer?
Oh. I don't know that word, but I love it. Tomorrow we'll all be eating some Chanticleer. I don't know.
Maria, that's really good. You like got the shoulder in and everything.
Chanticleer.
What are y'all having for dinner tomorrow night? We having us some Chanticleer, y'all. It's
and gravy and biscuits.
Ooh.
That's top notch at the Piggly Wiggly. What? Sorry.
Taters. Taters.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I like the way you. What does he like the way? I like the way you look. No, talk. I like the way you talk. That's what it was. I had to get there. Sling Blade. I thought you were doing Sling Blade. Were you doing Sling Blade?
Cody,
Good
that
movie.
clear's almost done, sweetheart.
The accent is down.
It's nice.
We don't eat the Chanticleers in Moldova too, but we don't say Chanticleer now. So, oh Lord, mixing my Southern with my Andre.
Oh, wow.
That's gonna get all sorts of twisted. Where are we now?
Okay, so basically, Christine holds the holidays together. And then they start talking about Truly.
Yes.
And apparently, there was the plan to have Truly COVID tested every week, and then she could go hang out with Cody, and just spend the night at Robin's, but that's not exactly what has happened. Instead, Truly will go there for like 2 hours, and then she's done. So what does the summer look like? Is she going to be willing or able to stay?
To which Christine said she probably wouldn't last a weekend because Truly has never slept a day in her life without Christine.
But can I ask both of you something?
Maybe.
They have these giant houses. You mean to tell me they can't give her a pull-out couch, a futon, or one of her sisters that they're supposed to be so close, like a blow-up mattress on the floor? Like, I don't get Cody's concept of I have no room for her.
I see it, and I'm just gonna jump in here. Like a Cinderella type of situation where Truly goes to Robin's house, and then there's like that upstairs, the top of the third astronomy tower up there, and they lock her up there good. And then she shovels the driveway, and she cleans Robin's toes, and
she picks up after Mary.
Robin's kids kick her around some, and they all have a laugh at Truly's expense, and then Truly has to serve them dinner, and then when Truly wants to eat, that she has to scrape their leavings from their plates onto her plate, and that's Truly's dinner, and at which then Truly has to clean all the food and go back up and cry for the rest of the night. That's how I see it playing out when Truly is at Robin and Cody's house. But I don't know. Some people say I have a vivid imagination. I just say
no, but you know what it is, and you nailed it by saying the Cinderella syndrome, because I feel like that's exactly how it is, and I feel like he only puts on this caring for Truly because the cameras are there. I'm sorry, and even then, she wasn't that I don't know how far we've gotten, but she wasn't that upset. It was like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
I also see Truly in a Rapunzel situation where she's again in the third astronomy tower from Robin's house, and just letting her hair out and praying, hoping that they just come and rescue her, because again it's another bad situation, much like this Cinderella and the stepmom's house, kind of thing. Both blondes, and a little homely, and a little withdrawn. So I think again, both perfect situations to describe. You just saw a Disney scale at least.
Yeah. How do you think? I'm sorry, maybe I'm going off topic. How do you think it's going to affect her psychologically? Really?
I think she's going to be fine.
Me too.
I do. I mean, parents get divorced all the time. She didn't even notice that there was a separation.
That's really bad.
It's bad. It's not great. And
I'm sorry. No.
She's a logical, analytical person. She's going to put it in its little box. She'll be fine. She says she's fine. She said she's fine, and she doesn't want to discuss it further.
Cyborg. She has a little little Spock, she's got she's just a little I don't know, a little hi, I'm a cute little android. She's I'm okay, whatever. Oh, that's next week. Okay, I'll get over it.
Yeah, if they pushed her too far, I'm sure you'd get a reaction out of her. But why are you pushing her? Just listen to her. She says she's fine, and she doesn't want to talk about it anymore. Then that's the answer.
I don't know why, like, Christine had to do it in a week. I was like, because I felt like when, Christine and her were having that scene that, like, truly just wanted to run and cry because I think that 1 week was too much for her, but she didn't want to say it on camera. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, I think 2 weeks maybe would have been better. Like, Christine's going to start a new adventure. What's one more week going to do if it makes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's best to just rip the Band-Aid off, but I don't know why we keep springing stuff on Truly like that. Can we keep her in the loop?
Yeah.
Keep her in the loop. Frustrating.
For. She's so cute.
She's
And
so
then
cute.
Cody trying to fuck with her at the go. What should we? We're skipping ahead, aren't we?
Yeah.
What do we have next?
There was the brief discussion between Christine and Janelle about remarrying.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah. Janelle's like, you're 50. There's a lot of life left in you. It just seems weird to be by yourself this whole time. Are you going to get married? And she's like,
Not to Cody.
not to Cody.
That's a big hell no.
Yep. Not to Cody. But she's open. So that's not a yes or a no. She's open, which I prefer. I was a little surprised to have Janelle saying, you would be basically the idea of being lonely by yourself. When she's out there in an RV, yeah, she's got Savannah, but she's basically by herself, and she's concerned.
And the coyotes. Don't forget the coyotes.
The coyotes. Yeah.
The pond that ran away. I'm sure like there's like mountainy men, mount me men over around. Mountainy men.
What's a mountainy man? What are you talking about?
A mountainy man, like
okay,
like some type of like food, like probably like
food. What are you talking about?
like a canteen.
Is this a man with a canteen that's just wandering by?
Gun,
okay,
like just the mountains, like just be careful.
Okay.
And there. Mara, you know about mountain men.
Sure do. Woohoo! Yeah, I do.
So yeah, it's a thing.
They just wander onto the property. I thought maybe they were like made of driftwood or something, and she conjured them like she's some sort of a witch. I mean, I don't know.
They start a fire at night, and they put like one of those little tents up.
Oh.
And like they put the can of like corn on it.
Corn.
And then
they cooking a can of corn on the campfire.
Yeah. No, well they put the can of corn and like whatever like they caught, like maybe like he has like a squirrel.
Okay.
So it's a squirrel, and he puts
a marmot. How about a marmot? That's a vibe.
Fine, a marmot. I don't know what that like a mermaid. I don't know what
the
that
hell is a marmot? They're
pretty cute. They're like, I don't know what the heck you'd want to call them, like a gopher almost. They're like this big.
Oh wow! Well, that sounds bougie. Okay, I'm Marmon then.
Yeah.
So bougie Marmon, and like my can of corn, and I have like my gun, and like a squirrel on the other side, like and I have like a little bit of whiskey, and I'm just very greasy, and mountain to me, and I say sentences like like been 2 fortnights since caught any game wild, type stuff, and just mountain me.
I would be quite surprised if one of those was wandering on their property.
Maybe I was by a local river and I have some trout, like just like a that thing where you could you hold like the whole thing of trout,
like a pole,
I caught like 10 trout that day, and like
okay.
I'm more of like a fisher me mountain me type of guy. That like that experience. Like maybe I could be like a those people that work at campsites.
Rangers?
Yes. Thank you, Mara. Like that type of mountain
Wait,
guy.
you're
But
going to
like,
be a ranger, or the person wandering onto the property is a
well,
ranger?
in the grand scheme of things, they're both mountain and it depends on what side of the law you want to be on. Whether you're a ranger, which is
Okay.
like good mountain or like like the seedy what's up, like you know. I may be a friend who has some fish to offer you, and I might take your shit in the middle of the night type of like mountain guy. I don't know. That type of mountain
I don't know this word you're using. Mountain me.
It's
What's
a
this
lifestyle, like my bangs and glasses. Like
Oh, okay. Like cottage core, mountain me
yeah,
is also a vibe. I got you.
Okay. I thought he was saying mountain meat.
Oh no, like mountain like if you're like one who associates or lives or dresses like the mountains, mountain
Yeah,
a mountain.
I feel like you're making up a new word.
Like those people, like they're like in the mountain, like, oh, that's a mountain to me. Well,
like flannels and like Timberland boots and stuff.
like he has like the stick with like the bag at the end, like with the red bandana around it, and like
Like a hobo?
like,
That's what I was
anymore.
thinking. A hobo.
a little bit more sophisticated than that. I kind of already explained it if you were paying attention.
Okay. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like lumberjack chic. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, like instead of like having like a bottle of no name whiskey, it's like a bottle of like Johnny. Like I don't know.
Oh, I just muted you accidentally. No. Okay, you're back.
What
Sorry,
happened?
that was me. I was trying to catch your mic before it got staticky, and I I'll just mute you instead. My bad.
Yeah, like and he's got like his beard's like a bit much, but like still manicured. It's like,
Yes.
and but like he's got like a real like, hey, like I've been to a Korean War. I got some stories, like something like that. But like it's also like I shot 5 antelope, and Davy Crockett was like my super like old great uncle, 35 times removed, something like that. Mountain to me. Like, he's like the type of guy like you're gonna want to take camping with, but he's the type of guy that just already lives in the woods all the time, so you wouldn't invite him to camp because he's already there.
Okay.
I
mean, I think Janelle would love that guy.
I want to invite over for a game night and play Scrabble with. I think that'll just be a waste of a night.
I bet he's one of those ones that can get from one end to the other, all triple worded all the way across, man. He's secretly brilliant.
Not in my world. But if you do if there's a squirrel that you need skinning and you're hungry, that guy's gonna get it for you done real quick, but at a cost.
Okay. I'm here for this man, and I bet Janelle is too. Like, I bet she'd appreciate the fact that he's quite a bit more quiet than Cody is.
Yeah.
That's not the right ones.
Colty.
Like,
Ellie, the Unabomber type. That was the next one. That's kind of what it started to take a dive towards that direction.
Don't say that, because like that's like a dig at like the mountain me vibe I'm trying to give off. Like, it's not like that level. It's just like, listen, could it lead to that? Yeah. And it's not, it's not.
If you don't have a good woman like Janelle making her rutabaga pies,
it's off the beaten track for sure. So, but like it's not that far off the beaten track where you're like, you cross over like that last line that you're like, you went from mountain to oh no, and that's it. Mountain is like the last chance of your humanity before you.
I realize we are on a very big side tangent, but how would you spell this word that you keep saying? Mountain.
Mountain to me? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna type it.
what can I ask? What part of what part of speech this word is?
This is a noun, I believe.
Okay.
English origins.
Can you use it in a sentence, please? Thank you.
I can't. That's.
I just ran across a mountain to me.
Oh.
No. Oh, Mara.
A mountain to me just flopped his cock on the table. No?
Well, I mean, like anybody can flop their cock on a table, Maria. It doesn't have to be a mountain. So although like a mountain to me would be a good candidate to do that, after like maybe like the third Johnny Walker. Like any guy could do that after say 3 Johnny Walkers. So it would be unfair to just put that mountain to me. But you're way more on board than Mara. What did you say? What was your?
I just ran across a mountain to me.
No. A mountain to me. It's like a traveler. And how I would spell it? Okay,
Yes.
mountain to me. MOUNTAIN.
AIN.
AMY.
MY.
Mountain to me.
Okay. Mountain to me. Mountain to me.
Mountain to me.
I hope Janelle finds a good mountain to me to keep her company in the RV.
Listen, a mountain to me could go good or bad. It depends on it's a roll of dice.
It sounds like it could go either way.
It's a gamble.
There is risk.
No,
A random traveler wandering by with his string full of fish.
We're talking about people who just want to live full throttle, because that's I'd say 50-50 on that. There'll be some good mountain me's that give you a good story and then cook your fish for you nice. But
and corn from the can.
Right. Corn from the can.
'Cause it's juicy.
Yes.
And then mountain me's that will lure you with their fish, their fresh trout. And then be careful when they're trying to serve you and the pot's on the other way, and I don't know.
What are they gonna do with the pot?
They're gonna do something bad with it. Strike you with it. It's not gonna be used for fish. It's gonna be used,
better not.
So again,
mountain.
Janelle is dealing with, to bring it back, these mountain people at
no, she's not.
yes, she is. Listen, she may not want to talk about it, but I'm going to bring it to light. Lord knows. I can say with no authority that they're there, but like that's the vibe I'm getting. Just these mountain people, some good, some bad. I don't know. No one else seems to want to go by Coyote Pass. The lake left. So
where did this mountain meat come from? If there's no fish in the lake, what is he doing there?
What do you see Janelle in her RV there? That's a big old fish in the lake.
She's trying to lay down stakes for the dream that's been 4 years in the making.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like Janelle is attracting the mountain people because they're there, because they already got that land.
She's a good woman.
Janelle tried to reclaim it. And we'll see. I want Janelle in her own place.
Yeah.
Well,
agree.
She does bring that up in this particular episode.
Are we there yet?
And we're just about there. So we're at the part where, let's see, the RVs, we're at the RV, they need to get it re-leveled, and Cody is attempting to re-level it in what feels like a ridiculous way to me. I actually asked my husband about this. I'm like, does this seem like a dumb way to level an RV to you? He's like, well, if you put something underneath the jack, it'd be fine. You could do it that way. So the idea was, let's pick up that one set of wheels, right? The tires, and put a board under it. That way, that's your manual way that you would level something that doesn't have automatic leveling. So that is the way that you do it. But normally you don't jack it up.
Can I just say real quick?
If you
This
want.
sounds all very mountain to me. Go ahead.
Listen. The mountain to me guy would have got it done without all of this blah blah blahing that Cody was doing. That's for sure. He
Yeah.
would have just hooked up the truck, moved it, put the boards down, moved the truck back, and moved the RV back. He wouldn't have done all this nonsense that Cody did. But Cody is also apparently right, because that RV is supposed to have automatic leveling, and the automatic leveling
He's
isn't
like,
working.
fuck this piece of shit, man.
He didn't say that. He did.
He was getting mad.
He was. What did he say?
He's like, fuck this piece of shit, man.
They sold us a lemon. He said that too. We can't get this damn thing level. And meanwhile, Janelle's just trying to coddle him, but also, like, why don't we just back it up? Why don't we just move it? And he's like, they're both just being antagonistic and not cooperative in Cody's mind, because if you don't just agree with how he wants to accomplish it, then you're not cooperative and you're being antagonistic.
Which is why I think he was getting all pissy.
Yeah. And she was trying her best to just carefully say, like, I mean, just can we just move it? No. He sucks.
But then, Janelle's like, listen, so I got 6 weeks left. And what say you about me getting an apartment in town for 6 months until, like, winter's over, and then, like, we can revisit this. And Cody was like, man.
He was like that. He's like, no. He lost his mind about it. Like, why did we buy this RV if you're just going to go and live in town? And she's like, I want to come back. I want to be here. I want this all to happen. But, I thought when I did this that we would be able to get electricity here, and we can't get electricity here until we get a permit. So, and we can't get a permit until we have plans approved. So all of these other things have to happen first. So getting an apartment, you don't like coming to the RV. Why are you suddenly mad at the idea of coming to an apartment?
Yeah. And she was only pushing to have high hopes that this thing would start moving forward.
Exactly. She's the only one trying to make it happen.
Yeah, the only one.
Cody's big dream.
I say
facilitated.
Just give her all the property and let her do her thing over there.
She would get it done.
Yes, she would.
I don't think Janelle wants to live there anymore now. I don't.
Well, at the time of this taping, she seemed like she did. Right now, in real time.
Yeah.
I kept waiting for her to say, you know what? I'm going to spend the next 6 months with Christine. Did anybody else think that? Because I was waiting for it. She's like, well, I only have 6 weeks left, so I'm going to go up to Utah with Christine for the next 6 months and live there. Wouldn't that have been great?
I would have loved it.
Cody would have lost it. He's already mad about this. How much madder would he be? And he's obsessed with keeping Christine's house. So I don't know why.
Why?
Yeah, because like the offer falls through. Oh, isn't that convenient? Man.
Now what are we gonna do?
Oh, why don't you move in here? Because I don't want to. Yeah.
And then Cody also is during a little cat fight, like, about Janelle. He goes, I know there are rentals, man. About when Janelle was trying to find, like,
yes.
rentals. There's nothing. I need the fifth wheel. Janelle made it, it's either this or nothing. But then Cody's like, man, I saw the rentals out, man. All the promises you made and everything.
He just will not see it from her perspective at all. He only sees it from his own.
And he will not do anything to help, right? So he hates that they're independent, but yet wants them to be independent to do all this other stuff. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. Sorry. Like, you hate that they're independent, making their own decisions, but he just contradicts himself, and it just
all the time.
He's very angry.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like super very angry, guys. and he just wants to be angry and do angry things, and be
Mentally abusive.
also mountain me.
In his dreams.
Only in his dreams.
Exactly. That man spends like $200 on hair products. I mean,
And like that's the mountain me look. Like, you know, just put like a little like fedora on the top of Cody's hair, like with the two tendrils. Mountain me. Like, you know, Cody like walking up, like, you know,
in a fedora? I'm real thrown
right.
off by this whole vibe.
And like, you know, I have his little like what the Audi, right, Cody? What is he at? The Saab? What was it? The Lexus. That's it. Sorry. I don't know my foreign car. Oh well, sorry. The Lexus. And he's like, oh, like, you know, like
He can
that.
borrow
Perfect.
mine.
Right there. The hat mark, and he's like, hi. Like
Very
I'm
mountain to me.
I have like, you know, 4 wives. That's mountain to me. Also, you know, mountain to me is there's so many different ways you can like get mountain to me. If I had to do further, like that's, you know, Mara's look right there. But like, you know, and if you want to put like a little mosquito net in front of that right there, like that's a good like Paul Staley mountain to me look. You know,
Yes, that's what I think of. When I think of Paul Staley, I think of mountain to me.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, Paul is like, you know, South American mountain to me, like, you know, Indiana Jones and like the Temple of Doom type of situation. Although that they were in, I think, India in that movie, but like, you know, they were in the Amazon of the 4th movie, which was awful. Hate to use that comparison, but you know that maybe that movie will be good for something right now, so I could use it as a comparison to like Paul's Amazonian mountain to me look.
I mean, Paul almost drowned like what 2 months ago
With the skater nets, you know, and the red puffy, like, you know, side of the road worker, you know, picking up shit on the side of the road vest.
You think he's wearing Back to the Future puffy vest?
Sure. And you know, he's got like, you know, his sheath on for you know, extra added care. And he's got his glasses, he's got his blue blockers, and he's ready to go. Like that's the Paul mountain to me look, which I'm also, I mean,
Wait,
you know,
what's going on?
I'm doing action figures, and Paul's gonna be like my Indiana Jones type. He's my first mountain to me guy. It's gonna come like with like, you know, a file worth of like, you know.
I'm just confused by the vibe.
Or
like, is
it'll be
a mountain to me man? Can he
Well,
really do
Paul's
stuff?
like transitional, like, you know, like on one shoulder, he's like, you know, he's got like one hand holding like a bunch of court paperwork for like, you know, just a whole different bunch of reasons.
Oh, and all of his STD tests. Don't forget
And
that.
yeah, no, just SAT scores,
Sure.
you know, vaccinations. That
100%.
And then on the other hand, he's got like his, you know, his whip, his skeeter net, a blow up raft, a handheld plane, like something like, you know, like Inspector Gadget would like get away with, like the umbrella plane that like opens up.
Oh, that kind of plane.
Like,
I thought you meant like a wood plane. I'm like, what
no,
is he
like
planing?
like that one, you know, and that's
He's gonna build some furniture out in the jungle.
yeah, that's my Paul mountain to me action hero. So I'm in development with Mattel right now. So and then
I think it's a move.
And I have like my mountain to me, like Cody Brown mountain to me action figure, which, you know, is like, you know, him again with the fedora, tendrils, and just a different vibe. He's got like
Somebody
his
in the chat called his tendrils slut strands.
Oh.
Almost died.
Oh, what did you see? Like his like crown in the picture?
Oh, yes.
He's getting enough right now. Let's not. You know.
He is. He's falling to pieces.
All right. So where are we now?
You know, yeah. So yeah, Janelle has brought up the fact that she wants to potentially move into town, and Cody's pretty annoyed by the whole thing. You know, because she keeps making decisions without him. Because she also had already said, I I made some calls. There is a place that will rent to me for 6 months, and he's annoyed by that too. Everybody's doing stuff.
If they made like a Janelle action figure, I see her like just like being like, posable, but like, it's just like Janelle and like, she's got like this like the, like I got
The
you.
head tilt.
Oh,
like,
I see.
Like
a realtor sign. Hey.
Right, but like a little like less welcoming than a realtor, and more like I know that you know that I'm right, and
Yes.
and then like I would give her like instead of the Barbie Ferrari, like maybe like a fifth wheel that she can come with. It could be like Janelle,
Yes.
a fifth wheel, and then like the place that can also come with like a patch of dirt that we just throw in.
Yes.
And then you can make you have your own Coyote Pass right there. She can park her fifth wheel right with the plotted dirt, and and she's good.
But it has to come with a little leveler.
Yes.
Right.
A little
jack. Tiny leveler.
And like we'll get like little like bottles of like Poland Spring water. You know, so she has them.
Oh, I thought she was going to be carrying around those big 5-gallon buckets.
Or like she could do like Phil Pie May style, like where she carries like the buckets up like the top of stairs, and she has the 2 buckets at the end.
Yes.
Type of situation. I think Cody would appreciate that more. We can make that like a Kill Bill version of Janelle. Kill Bill Janelle, comes with like a better and like a samurai sword and like a pail that she holds on the edge of her samurai sword while fighting justice with the samurai sword.
I can't imagine her with a samurai sword, but maybe like a hoe.
Well, again, these are all
hoe?
stuff that we're marketing to Mattel right now.
So they wouldn't want the garden hoe.
No. Maybe, well, I don't know.
And if we put her, like, again, in the Kill Bill version of Janelle, we do put her in Beatrice's all yellow Adidas outfit.
What about a machete?
Ooh, I'm on board with the machete.
All right, let me just, I'll write that down. Machete.
Machete.
There we are. And I think it's going to test well with people, and it's just, again, Janelle in like the yellow Adidas tracksuit with like, and,
okay, because we're in Kill Bill vibe. Okay, I'm like, wait, why is she in an Adidas? Okay, I got you.
Right. Right. Like just like a little bit more serious than like her traditional look. That's also available in stores coming spring, summer, maybe July, September. Okay.
I like it. So
right?
Yes.
And like the patch of dirt, like, and that's like pretty free. You just throw and there, boom.
Dirt.
You have your Coyote Pass.
Some dirt.
Right there.
Perfect. I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Like maybe like we could like throw in like an IOU for like a house, like sign like Love Cody, or whatever. I Hate Your Sons.
That annoys me.
The Teflon Queen. That's what he called her. The Teflon Queen. That was last season though. Okay, so yeah, she's trying to move. Cody's throwing a fit. She does acknowledge that she makes decisions without him, partially because he doesn't listen, and also because if she waited for Cody to make a decision, nothing would ever happen.
Yes.
But then Cody was like, "Man, you already have like a place picked out. You didn't need me again, and like everything's planned out without me. Like you don't even need me, man."
Because he doesn't do anything. He leaves it up to them anyway.
I mean, he did jack up her RV.
I mean,
he comes out there once a week, probably for some reason, with the garbage can in the back of his pickup truck.
That's Mary.
Mary's not going out there.
No.
Come on. Lord.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for that. Then we move on to, the announcement that Christine is moving in a week. And, they're moving in a week, and Truly said she's fine. We kind of already covered that. And then Mykelti and Tony show up. And they visit Robin first.
You know, Mykelti and Taco Bar Tony, like, I really am proud of them.
I love Taco Bar Tony.
I never thought Taco Bar Tony would last. Remember, you know, he demanded like a 200 count taco bar.
I think it was like 400. It was a lot.
Yeah, it was like 400. Like, it is right.
It was
like,
a lot.
Everyone will get 5 tacos at this fucking wedding. Like, Tony put his foot down. Like,
well, they were street tacos. They are really tiny.
Tony, Taco Bar Tony, and like, you know, we see them at Robin's visiting Robin, and everyone wants to be like, "You bitch!" Like when you see her there, right? Like, you know, consorting with the enemy Robin. But we, you know, we find out that Robin was one of the first people to, the only person, I guess, at the beginning of their relationship to have approval of Taco Bar Tony. So I guess they haven't bought.
There's some curiosities about what that was about. I remember at the time it seemed like it was about the fact that she was immature and that this marriage seemed like it came out of nowhere to the parents and they didn't know him. But other people would speculate it was about other things, you know, like not that he's not polygamist. I think it was about possibly the fact that he is Hispanic, maybe, and possibly not that attractive by traditional standards. But that's just me speculating.
But you know what? They work, right?
I'm sure it was something of whatever you just said.
You can't touch that.
You know, there was a lot going on, and look at Tony, and they love each other, and she just had delivered the twins.
Yeah,
she did.
They're so cute,
and they were pretty good sized twins. They look very healthy, really cute.
God, hot as hell. Holy woo! Sorry, that's our dinner.
Oh, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet.
We got Chinese food, and my chicken and garlic sauce is a little hotter than usual. But we'll get there. Ooh, heebity beebity. Ooh, no. Get the Tums now. So where are we? Mm-hmm.
So they're visiting with Robin, and they kind of get into a conversation. You know, what happened? Basically, Cody sneaks in. Did you know about all of this? Did you know about this divorce ahead of time, or how your mom felt about stuff?
And he said he didn't want to feel like he was interrogating or asking them to take sides, but was curious to know how much Christine had been talking about it and for how long. Because it makes him mad that they had an idea before he even had an idea.
And he's like, yo, I can't shit talk my kids in front, you know, to my wife, to my kids. Oh, damn it, Cody. He's like, all I want to do is be evil. He's like, I can't say mean things. I don't know what to do.
Honestly, as much as I do not like Cody, that actually felt very honest. And like, even people that are not as terrible as him probably feel the same way, where they're like, I just want to know. I just want to know everything. You know, I want to badmouth her. I know I can't. It felt like a very natural and genuine emotion from Cody.
Yeah.
He's being so mean. He's like eating like right in front of me. Like, and like, he's like, haha. Like, he's like just eating. And just like a real unfun way. Like, you know, because like he's eating all the food and I'm just watching him, you know, and just.
What are you talking?
A little mean-spirited is all. The day before Thanksgiving.
You had beef
just
stew. You just had beef
rub
stew.
the food that you're eating right in my face.
You
and then
wanted beef stew,
so go ahead, continue. Stew. Sorry.
You're making me hungry.
Let's see. You know, Mykelti was I think she was trying to be honest, but also not deliver the message in a painful manner, right? She was like, yeah, you know, it's sad when the families fall apart, but I want my mom to be happy. I think that's important. And yeah, we did know about it for a while, not the divorce, but that she wasn't happy.
She was very mature about not dissing her mom and not dissing her dad, right? It was, hey, here's what we knew. You know, you guys need to handle it type of thing. That's the vibe that I got from her was,
Yeah.
You know, we love mom, we love you, but
And Mykelti said, like, listen, Robin, you're still a mom and a grandma,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
which also mountain to me. Keep going, Mara.
No. I mean, it just, I thought that they handled it they handled it very maturely.
They did.
Very, very maturely.
Yes, for
And without
uncomfortable
tears, without fighting, without bad words, you know.
Yes.
And, you know, love or hate Robin, if they have that kind of relationship, then, you know, more power to them, I feel like. You know, I mean, if she was the only one that accepted Tony and she knew that, then, you know, then I guess they have a bond. And we just won't understand it, right? We're all anti-Robin.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. It is nice that they have a relationship. It's nice having Mykelti there for this whole thing, even if she pushes a little too hard sometimes.
Yeah.
She really wanted to say we are all still a family. Don't let, just because mom is the glue that held us all together, she doesn't have to be the glue. We are all still a family. And you heard her kind of say that in several different points during this episode.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
But at the same time, why? I'm sorry, John. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Mara.
Why should it fall on Christine being the glue? I mean, at the end of the day, it should be Cody that keeps the glue together, right? I mean, he should, right? You know, people always talk about families when, you know, that glue, that foundation of a family leaves or passes away, right? Everybody scatters to the wind. Well, why is it just up to Christine, right? It shouldn't be. He's the son, and everybody else should be revolving around.
It is his family. Absolutely. Yep. These are his people.
And he is not treating it that way. He's treating everybody as individual families.
And then being mad that they're individual families.
Yes. He is treating them like all individual families. I have this family, this family, this family, and Mary.
And Mary.
And Mary.
But it's the truth, right? I mean,
it is the truth, sadly. Sadly.
Well, Cody.
Hi, Cody.
Cody was like, "Did you hear his slip?" He's in the confessional. He's like, I just want to blame someone. I mean, break someone, break something. Did you hear him say that? He was in the confessional.
It must have just flown by me.
Someone. I mean, break something.
I was like, oh, he wanted to blame Christine.
He very much wants to blame Christine.
Oh, yeah.
Very much. Yeah.
And he couldn't take it. All right, so are we back to when Christine's packing the house up?
Yeah, it's moving day, yes. Mykelti, Tony, and Garrison are there to help her move. But for some reason, Gwen pops in and...
she's not helping? Is she on strike?
I mean, she just came in to give a quick little opinion, which was that she's a little relieved about the divorce. She felt like they should have separated a while ago, even before they moved to Vegas. So apparently Cody is really the only one to not see what's going on because he didn't want to see.
How long were they in Vegas? 6, 7 years?
It was a while.
A long time, yeah. Yeah, 7 years, I think.
And he didn't see it or suspect it. That just like...
Yeah, I mean, her constantly asking to do, couples therapy, that wasn't a clue that there was an issue. That was a clue that everything was going great.
Wait a minute. Wasn't it like season 2 or 3 that they were all going to a counselor? I mean, does that not give you some red flags that we were going to their sessions clear back at the beginning?
Guys, they lived a perfect life. Like Cody said, we've been promoting this image for 12 years now. And now what? And shout out to LB Liz for this
Betty White
Rose Nyland Betty White Christmas ornament.
That is awesome.
Look at her.
That's awesome. Super cute.
Also have to thank Sharita for what she sent as well. Who's in the chat. Okay, sorry, go ahead. Guys,
Yeah, no, we were talking about the fact that they were going to couples counseling and Cody just still pretends like he didn't recognize there was a problem. That's what we're
Yeah.
Like umpteen seasons ago. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But we wanted to show the world that it worked. Oh, but let's show the world that we're already going to therapy and I'm courting Robin.
You know, the courting was a big thing. You know, Cody is an old-fashioned man. It has to be done a certain way.
He didn't do it that way. He was smooching. He was using up his wife's,
I mean,
weren't they mad about that?
We saw Robin's dirty dancing videos in her kitchen, like when she was 19. Like, you know, Cody must have caught one of those and said, like, listen, you know, I can't, I gotta seal the deal, you know. You know, those were some moves that Robin used to pull with the hat on in the kitchen.
He was chasing that tail.
Like, so, you know, and, you know, good for Robin for playing a good, strong game. Listen, Robin's the smartest one of all. She walked away with it all. Yeah.
But would you want it all?
Nope.
And date night. Christine requested date night a long time ago. Yeah, she did. She did. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't work. It's a great idea, though. Great idea.
I think Christine, and, you know, I just watched all the seasons this summer. I started binging.
Oh.
Well, wasn't it in like season 1 when they were still in the house in Utah? She expressed that there were even problems behind closed doors with them.
Yeah.
Like
there has been from
there
day
really
one.
wasn't action in the bedroom, so to speak, and that they weren't having that special time together and stuff.
He was not attracted to her.
No.
When to me, she is the most attractive one of the group, but he was not attracted to her.
Yeah, I just want to say, I think she is aging.
Too.
I think she is aging gracefully, to be honest. Like looking back at those old ones, I was a little, but now, like, she is aging so gracefully.
Mary just looks evil now. Like when you look, she's always like that, like puss on her face.
Mary is evil now.
Like
she
was my favorite, and now like she's just like puss Mary. Don't like it. So Mykelti is like, "Hey, Ma, listen, it's your last night in the house. Who's coming over to say goodbye?" And Christine's like, "You're looking at it." You know.
Hi, it's us.
So, how do we feel about Mykelti trying to like get the whole fam involved? Sans Mary, who was like, "Listen, I'm scissoring over at
Parowan.
Parowan." You know, what's her name, Jen? Mary is like, "Listen, me and Jen are engaged in some hardcore scissoring at the B&B at Parowan, and it's not worth me coming down to, Flagstaff just to spit in her face and miss out on all that scissoring time on the drive back." That's how I heard it anyways. I don't know about the rest of you.
That was definitely one way to hear it.
It's the bangs and the glasses. It's just like an ad. It's a what's new. Hey.
It's very mountain-y.
Oh, maybe. We don't know yet.
We don't know. It's a mystery word still. Yeah. So she asks about, what are we doing? Right? Are people driving by and saying goodbye? Are people showing up? Are we going to go throw a toilet, dump a toilet on their lawn? I don't know why we would do that, but she just wants to know what's going on, and she pressures everybody because she doesn't care about pressuring people. She's like, I will pressure them because she wants everybody to give the illusion that they are happy for Christine's next adventure.
But at the same time, that is the mature thing to do.
It is, but she wasn't there for that meeting, where everybody's feelings were hurt and they all just ran away crying. she doesn't know that they've pretty much said goodbye to each other already.
You know who is the smartest in this scenario?
Mary.
Mary, because she stayed at Imperial for that good down home scissoring.
Yeah.
And had to miss out on all that weirdness. So good for Mary on sitting that one out, or sitting somewhere else, I should say, that night.
Yeah.
You're giving yourself a ding.
And out of me right there. It's a lifestyle.
Oh shit.
You know.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Who hit Janelle in the stomach while they were pregnant? Did Mary hit Janelle in the stomach while she was pregnant?
Oh, I could see it.
What are you saying?
Also amount to me.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, I did not know that.
I knew that Janelle and Mary did not. There was points where they lived separately because Janelle would not live in the house with Mary. So, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, Mary's got like that hateful look in her eye. Like it's just always,
Yes.
maybe like the scissoring has brought her like somewhere new, and
Doesn't seem like it.
Does anybody feel like they want to take rice paper to her oily skin when they close up on her, or is it just me?
Okay, I had a terrible theory while watching this particular episode. Not necessarily about Mary's oiliness, but okay, I do give Robin a lot of grief about her eyebrows, and then I saw Mykelti's eyebrows. Was Mykelti the reason that Robin has crazy eyebrows? Did she try out a new eyebrow kit on Robin when she was a teenager, and now she's stuck with these eyebrows? Is it Mykelti's fault? Because Mykelti's eyebrows looked a little crazy in this episode. I'm just saying.
They were a little scary.
oh, she did have like
two big chunks.
But she just had a baby, and she was probably already pregnant. So I like Mykelti. Now, should she have like arranged the whole thing?
I'm not mad at her about it.
We don't know if Mary was really scissoring Jen. I just like their relationship. If you're listening, Mary, hey girl. And
I like the way Christine put it, that this was maybe for Mykelti, that Mykelti needed this. She needed to make that declaration that they're still a family for everybody else and for herself. That it wasn't really for Christine. For Christine,
I can get on board with that.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about the scissoring now.
Okay.
I don't know, but that was the most awkward. Even
the alleged or quasi-alleged or just not at all alleged scissoring. Maybe that's why it cost so much to get like a room, because wasn't it like what $6,500 a night? They put you like outside the B&B, like in the barn.
I think 65 will get you inside the Airbnb. It's like 42,000 at that retreat, at that 3 or 4 day retreat. You were not in there. You were, I think, at a neighboring Airbnb.
Wait, what was this for?
To stay at like the Mary's B&B in Puro, Lizzie's Heritage Inn.
That's the one.
How much is it?
It's exorbitant, and it might be because I don't want to speculate, but there have been talks of scissoring that goes on there. I don't know, but it's an alarming.
You were getting a whole experience for that price. You were also getting to sit around the campfire with Mary and potentially scissor.
I don't know.
Ain't no way I'd pay that much for the scissor.
Not my cup.
Not Mary.
Scissoring should be free.
No offense, Mary, if you're on here, but ain't no way I'm scissoring Mary for that much.
She'd have to pay you to do that.
Absolutely. And I'm worth more.
But it's like 4,200 or a night for to be put not in Lizzie's, not the Heritage Inn, but I guess Lot Q, down the block and around the corner, and
exactly.
you stay like in like the barn in Lock Q.
I
For
feel
like
like that event might have just happened too.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
just
sure.
saw the pictures on Mary's Instagram.
Oh, because she had a slot open up at the last minute. I guess somebody didn't want to pay.
Yeah, there
all
was
that.
like I think six or seven ladies total. They were all like hiking and shit. I was like, what's all this? She's all smiles and happy and
course.
woo.
yeah, well,
Honestly, I thought it was her LuLaRoe retreat or something.
I'm sure it was the LuLaRoe that night, Laura. But listen, good for Mary, and she didn't come to Christine sending off.
She did not. And Cody only wanted to stay for 5 minutes because it was raining.
That's
And-
why.
And you know, his feelings, of course.
Yeah, and it was like the Hatfields and McCoys. Like, you know, Cody's like knocking on the door. I'm here. We're all here. We're leaving. Get out.
Yelling
You know,
through the window, the kitchen window.
I don't know. I can't like imagine it being very easy on Cody. Like, I don't want to like defend him, but I kind of felt like a little bad for him there because, you know, that's gotta be hard. You know, and but then he acted like a dick, trying to like, you know, be a dick to Truly. Hey, so are you excited to leave? Where's your smile then? Huh? You know, people usually smile when they take adventures. You're not smiling. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to trap her. I'm like, Jesus, Cody. But he was admitting to it, so, I mean, I don't know what was worse.
That was just awkward all around. I felt like they were all going to pull out guns and be like, draw.
Cody's like, why are you going with your mother? What, you stupid? Like, it was, I was waiting for him to say, like, something like that. Like, it was bad.
What the crap? Oh, sorry.
He's like, man. And kicked her, like, punched her across, like, the yard. Like, go with your stupid mother, man. The sacrifices I made.
Yeah, don't. But it's hard enough. Truly's in the middle, unavoidably. Don't make it harder on her. Don't make it harder.
When he was asking her all that, I was just like, oh, stop.
I felt so bad for her. Because, like, you know, she's, like, in the middle. And then, you know, they're filming it. Like, the TV crew is there. You know, it's... That's hard. So I felt really bad for her.
Yep.
I think, like, waited. I think Christine could have waited another week. I think it could have been 2 weeks. I don't know why it had to be like, you know, we're leaving, like, you know, in 6 days. You know, that was a lot. They thought like they had a month. She thought, you know, so or a little over a month until like they're closing, which she wanted to leave and get it going. Which good for her. You know, I would want to leave sooner than later, but a week. I thought she could have maybe 10 days. Extended it a little bit longer. I don't know. Oh, a scissoring.
Scissoring.
Don't you think it would have made it harder on Truly to just prolong it? Almost like ripping the Band-Aid off, like Maria said earlier. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe deep down she's ready
the rug
to go.
pulled out underneath her a little bit. And I hate to side with Cody.
Yeah.
I just think could have waited another week is all.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, that's where she did live for like the last few years. So,
Yeah.
and they've moved a lot, and I moved a lot. So I know what it's like. So, like, you get used to a place and you have to move again, and it sucks. You know, so.
Yeah. No, it's hard. It's hard. There's probably no good way to do it, but sometimes it's better if your children get anxious with this date looming and looming and looming to just, we're doing it now and not tell them what's going on. But other kids do need the preparation. So I don't know. I'm sure she's second guessing this, but you know, Truly says she's fine. So what do you do? This is what they're doing. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
So that didn't work for Cody, and then where are we at now? Is that where like Mykelti gives her like, you know, very impassioned like Joan of Arc type speech, which good for her because she like stood up and.
Yes, that is where we are. Yes, Right, because everything is awkward and weird, right? And intense and uncomfortable.
And
So
that's the line of our title. Ding 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 ding.
and thick.
Mykelti was the person who said the line of my title tonight.
Yep.
This is
Oh,
so
and a little bit of Tony. Tony threw in and thick.
yeah. Well, yeah, that was Mykelti. And that was in her confessional, and then she had to like she got to grab the mic. She's like, "All right, let me fix things real quick." And it was you saw like Robin and Cody on the one side with the family, and Robin's kids were glaring at Christine like shooting daggers.
They were.
Like they were like, "You whore!" Like "Fuck you, temptress!" Like leave. Um,
What are the
it
conversations they're having in front of those children that was their reaction to something that didn't have anything to do with them?
it was bad. And then you have like it was like the Hatfields and McCoys, and you have like Janelle and Robin on the other side, and Mykelti makes her speech, and it was nice. And
Yep. Janelle was like, that's exactly what I would have said. Thank you for saying that, And then Ariella has a question.
oh my god. And Arya's like, so why are you like a little harlot and leaving my dad? No, well, the harlot wasn't there, and I just threw that in for Flourish, but it was, that. So where'd that come out? That came out of so left field,
Why won't you date dad or something?
Yeah. So it's like, why are you guys breaking up? And Christine's like, we're just not in love anymore. That happens sometimes. And she's like, have dates. Like if you guys have dates, you're going to be able to reestablish your connection with each other. And if you guys remember, what was it, last week where we saw her in school and she was talking about her big love triangle where somebody's trying to steal somebody's man and all of that stuff. So she has a real particular way of talking about relationships for a very small child.
I guess the nanny is doing something good. I guess is the nanny a tutor maybe also, and if so, Robin's kids get like not the best of the best because it's Robin and her family.
Does the nanny just watch like MTV all day and just watch these weird dating shows, Love Island or something? Because the way she talks,
right?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Well, then Christine had that moment like when they were packing, which when she was like, "Oh, it's hard to be in the bedroom," and
oh yes,
that was I guess that was cute. Whatever, I could see it being hard for her. Okay, moving on. That's mountain to me.
Let's see. Let's see. Ariella, to have dates. Let's see. Cody says, just like all my kids, they're always imposing their will on us. And Janelle's like, that's good to have strong opinions. We got the angry Robin's kids.
Cody goes, I don't, want to think of Christine ever again. Like the house, nothing I want to forget, everything about her. Gabriel's like, I'll miss Christine being around, but I get why she left, and I wouldn't want her to be in that relationship.
Yeah, he said I would do the same thing in her shoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary says, I was out of town. I was scissoring with over Pier 1.
Is that what you wrote in your notes?
No, but I sold that shit, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That came out smooth.
Then you have Mykelti, it's intense and weird. Cody, who was at first upset about there not being a party there, like, wait, where's the party? But I gotta go in 5 minutes because it's raining. And, Truly, he tags on Truly, then Mykelti jumps in, like, there's no one to blame, here, we're still a family.
You know
Um,
that killed Cody right there, right? There's no one to blame, and he just wants to blame her all the time.
and Mykelti saved the day, I would say, and ruined it, and then saved it at the same time because it was Mykelti's idea to begin with. So um,
I mean, Christine says she could have done without that. That was the worst goodbye ever.
I think for Mykelti, sadly, she's gonna have to take the road to hell is paved with good intentions, because type of loss on that one. Is it wrong? Robin's kids are nasty. Yes,
They are very nasty.
are. And they have like Robin's like. Thank you, Bernie. And they have like Robin's like resting bitch face all the time. They're like, ugh. You know,
I don't think
just
I've ever seen them smile.
like her kids are like the children of the corn kids. Like they're just like just. They
Holy cow.
they just have like beady eyes and like they're like pale, like maybe they're like a Cullen from like Twilight type of thing, like
Ooh.
just, and I don't want to give them that much clout,
No,
but
that's too magical.
I'm just trying to paint like a picture like of the paleness and the red eyes, and like I feel like they haven't seen sunlight in like 10 years.
Well, they're not
And
allowed to leave the house.
Yeah.
so yeah, and like they probably are like in some like heat censored room, with like where they just like do calisthenics on like very fast like Russian treadmills that like um
Russian
the,
treadmills.
the guy that fought Rocky in Rocky 4 would fight Evo Drago, like that type of situation where
Yeah.
and they never just don't see like the light at all. And Cody's going so big with like the COVID and like keeping everybody away because he's like, probably training them to do like, I don't know, like a personal army or maybe like an Olympic team. And he's just really doubling down on
Sure.
Robin's fruit. I don't know. Just an idea popped in my head.
It's possible he's getting them all ready for some sort of zombie apocalypse, or maybe he's turning them into spies.
Like,
he's gonna.
Rocky 4, like, Adrian tells like Rocky, she's like, you can't win! And like then like that's like Robin like psyching like Cody up. You can't win, like type of thing, and like the robot butler comes in. Hey Rocky, I get you a beer, type of
There's
thing.
a robot butler in Rocky.
Yeah. Hello, have you not watched?
I clearly need to watch it again.
Uncle Paulie got them a robot butler in Rocky 4.
What?
Yeah, Rocky 4.
What year was that? That there was a robot butler?
It was either Rocky 3 or Rocky 4. Rocky
like
4 was Don Drago. Rocky 3 was Mr. T.
I can't believe that there was a robot butler. Is it like the robot grandma? Do you remember the robot grandma?
It was like kind of like Rosie from like the Jetsons, but like in real, it kind of looked like
a potbelly stove. Look at a potbelly stove.
It like was kind of built like Rosie, but like without like
the real.
Yes, there was a robot butler.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm with you, Maria.
Where's my phone?
Why would there be a robot butler in Rocky 4? What year was it supposed to be in Rocky 4?
It was like 1987. I don't know. And they had listen. It was very space age. Rocky had a lot of money. They were showing how wealthy he was, so he had like a robot butler, and it was supposed to be like Rocky robot. There, Rocky robot images. He looks like E.T.
The robot does?
Look. That's the robot in Paulie.
That's nuts.
How did you not remember?
How did I not remember that?
I must have not watched it. I must have been over the Rocky franchise by then.
Look, that's the robot right there. Look. With Rocky and Adrian.
Just ridiculous.
It's the robot butler, Rocky 4.
Wow.
I know my Rocky.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Movie night. Let's watch Rocky 4. Not the first three, just jump to 4.
Cold War one, it was like 1986 or 85. You know, it was like United States versus Russia, and he has to go to Russia to, like, you know,
Yeah.
beat Ivan Drago.
Or else.
I'm kidding. And the one with, what's her name? The one from, that married Flavor Flav, Brigitte Nielsen.
Oh, yeah.
He
She
would
didn't actually marry Flavor Flav, did she? I thought they just dated.
I think they did get married, but then she married Rocky. Brigitte, or what's it? Was it Brigitte? Something.
Nielsen.
That, yeah. You can't win! Rocky 4. And they had the robot butler because they had so much money because Rocky was like
crazy. My
really?
mind's blown.
Yeah.
That's like 1985, 86 technology right there.
That's some real mountain-y stuff right there, is what it is.
That's Mountain Me of yore. Like
it looks different now.
That-
oh my gosh.
me. You know, and did we go over the whole show?
Yeah, we did.
Well, that's
We got there.
I hope that everybody has a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. If you celebrate it, and if you don't, have a great Mountain Me day. And listen, again, if you're when you're cock gobbling tomorrow, if you gobble cock, you know if that's your game that you
On Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving, amen. And
Salud.
Anybody getting up to watch the parade in the morning?
oh God, no torture,
I am.
I am too, Cody.
horrible.
No, I love the Rockettes and the tree at the end.
Ugh.
I think my son said so. He left town. He's in North Carolina, but I think when he was there last year, that the floats actually went by his apartment, so he could see them. Whee!
I don't know, like growing up there, like I went so many times. Like I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like, oh look, it's fucking Mickey Mouse walking down Fifth Avenue. Woohoo! I don't know. It does nothing for me. Cody, watch it because
I've never been to New York City, so
I just don't have the time for it.
I'm going to be going to New York City in January.
John and
Ooh.
Cody, you need to take me to New York City because I've never been there.
Well, we're just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yep.
Over here in Ocean
Easy peasy.
Ocean County. Hopefully, we have power. That's Mountain to me. You know what? We spent the last day with no power. Mountain to me.
Again?
Just this whole. But it's cool. It lasted this whole night, and we're good. And I have a fireplace behind me. Mountain to me.
Doesn't keep you warm though.
And I think we'll do like 90-day by the time the weekend's over, right?
I would think so. Maybe Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday. One of those days.
Are you having a Friday block party?
I don't know. Black Friday. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Mountain to me.
Not to me. Just let me know.
I'm gonna talk to my bangs and my sunglasses, and I'm gonna see like what they're throwing off. You know what they're telling me, how they're feeling, and I'll have to come back with, like, you know, a super new chic look. You know, it's a lot. It's a lifestyle. So glad you guys could all join for my reemergence.
Oh, poor Susie V. She had no power for 4 weeks. Very Mountain to me.
That is super Mountain to me.
Wow.
Right there. Yeah. That's bringing it home, Susie B.
I would lose my mind.
Super Mountain to me. Like, that's max Mountain to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like, you know, nuns who are like in the convent, in the woods with no electricity. You know, just cold running water and no heat. Like, just like stone cold nuns from back in the day. Like, Mountain to me. Like that.
Yes.
You know, they have to do their laundry like by beating it with a rock on the side of like the river, like type of thing. Just
That's a
like
hell no to me.
just eating like the same stew and praying and every day on their very cold cots that are very drafty.
Can't they at least have warm cots? Even if they have scratchy wool
It
blankets, just let
it
their cots be warm.
they're like up like at like the top of like British Columbia, like
Oh,
just it's very you know they're just doing God's work and they're off the grid. It's very mountain to me. Like the sisters of the whispering patrons of mercifulness in upper British Columbia, Canada.
that must be a
Land.
really devoted group of nuns.
Very.
Yeah.
And mountain to me.
That's very hell no to me.
Yes. There was like a Fatima type moment there. There's this all it's they're very hardworking nuns, just praying, and um, they pick fruit. They 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 grow fruit and then they pick it and they put it in baskets
Of
that they
course.
make.
Oh, they make the baskets.
They make yes home woven baskets because these are very craftful, just hands in nuns.
Do they sing
And
songs?
um, First Fridays,
Of
um,
course.
you know, here and there when they're sometimes they'll get into the apricot brandy, and
Ooh.
we look the other way because um, they're not supposed to, but for Christ's sakes, they walk barefoot and they make baskets and they grow and pick the fruit, and then they sell. They pick the fruit in their baskets, which they make, and they sell it on the side of the road to passerbyers and orphans. Um,
Oh.
you
Do they
know,
sell it to the orphans or just give it to the orphans?
well, it depends on the orphan.
Of course. Some of those orphans have more money than they let
I
on.
mean, you know, they would probably look like how tattered their clothes are, type of thing, and then gauge it. Like if you're an orphan with like Louis Vuitton on, I'd be like here's this banana. It's a quarter, and refuse nothing less.
I'm sorry, you're saying that in British Columbia that they grow bananas that they pick from the trees?
Well, uh, and here's this
That's
tiny.
God's work. I don't know, Brittany.
Listen, these are like very devoted nuns, and maybe like there's a banana plant because it's a miracle, and that's how holy that land is, and that's why I'm so invested in it. Um,
They're role models for sure.
they don't even know we're talking about them right now. Like in fact, like it's gonna take like I don't know, just like for them to catch wind of this, like someone have to fly into northern British Columbia, Canada. Then like get like a dog sled because it's very snowy there all the time, inaccessible, or like an ice road trucker.
Oh, of
Like
course. I'm just
that.
concerned because they're not wearing shoes.
Well, again, it's
Oh
a
my God.
it's a testament to their faith. It shows God how devoted they are by just being barefoot all the time, and like I said, hardcore, and yeah, Just
Jay Freak knows exactly the order that you're talking about because years ago the CBC did a documentary on them. So, you know, they must be just the best.
you're talking about those nuns at the Northern British Columbia. Oh, you see, everybody knows it.
Yes.
Duh. And you're just a great group of ladies. And,
Devoted.
there's,
Shoeless.
Amen.
sister like Roberta and, um, sister Ethel, just a great group of ladies. Um, and,
Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch that documentary.
super good.
I feel like it's gonna be life changing.
It is, and and to answer your question, yeah, they do sing, and there's one number they do,
Oh,
like kind of like just a 10 of us style, like the Lubbock Sisters type of deal,
the floppies with the tiny hands.
and four of them like break out. I'm working on a TV spinoff where the four coolest nuns like they work overnight at a cabaret bar, like and they're not nuns,
Oh,
what? Yeah.
I see.
It's like Showgirls meets like Father Dowling Mysteries. I'm like really looking forward to
Do
it.
they also like run a school in the inner city?
Well, maybe. And if
Okay.
you want to put a varsity blue spin on it, maybe one of them's a stripper at night.
Wait, one of the nuns?
Yes.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
gee.
What's Sister Irene really doing at night? We don't know.
We don't know. Stripping for the Lord, maybe.
Well, yes. And that's why she's in confession so much.
Gotta get those bananas for the
There'll be
orphans.
like they'll make a good story arc for like Sister Eileen for like 4 or 5 episodes. It'll be like really hip. So it's just we're doing a whole nun type of like and then maybe like Sister Beatrice wants to leave and finds love with somebody else. That might be something where she just says, "I'm good with you, God, for now. I'm gonna take a little hike and peace out."
Yeah.
Yeah. Nuns. I'm told.
On the run.
Well, I was thinking nuns on the run, or just like nuns, like
Sense.
or like look at these crazy nuns, like the secret life of nuns, like
How do you solve a problem like Maria? Oh wait. Sister Act. Oh wait, I don't know. What are we doing? Nuns.
like what a convent, like convent cons,
Ooh.
Convent cons.
listen.
What's the one where Robert De Niro was a
Not so
was a
holy
nun?
communion, like I don't know.
Wait, that was Nuns on the Run.
A tale of two testaments. I was tooling around with.
Ooh, I like it.
Did you say A Tale of Two Testaments?
Yes,
That's a good one.
Another one I have, not quite shelved yet, so I'm working on it.
It's pretty good.
Convent Confessions.
Yeah.
That's clearly for Sister Irene, right?
Yeah.
Irene. Sister Irene's got the wild side. We don't know.
Yeah.
She does make the most, backstage. Her lap dances. She spins it well. So
are there multiple nuns that are stripping?
Listen again. You're gonna be blown away with this. Like
There's so many layers.
Undercover.
Undercover.
Well, we're gonna be in there.
We're gonna be in there.
Out there. We're gonna be like first person. Like we're gonna be like Sister Irene.
First person. We're gonna be experiencing it ourselves.
Interactive. Yeah, it's like
Oh boy, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Like some type of like Matrix adjacent, like
I need to stretch
in and get a good lunch that day. Get your cardio in because you're gonna need it. listen, we're ready to change like the game, like across all boards.
I mean, if I have to prepare ahead of time for this first person interactive nun documentary, man, I'm in trouble.
Like I'm like the facts of nuns. I'm like thinking
I
of
like
like
that one.
yeah, like
Facts of nuns.
like if Mrs. Garrett was still alive, I would love for her to be involved. Like I thought that was a lost, opportunity there. Um, you know, we could have had one of them on roller skates like Tootie. Like we don't know. And maybe there's one on roller skates like Tootie already. And what
The
and
story
what
writes itself.
I mean, it really,
But it's a
it's
true story.
reality TV,
Yeah.
but it's based on true events. And some of it can be in real time, and some of it won't. So it's gonna be good. Um, you know, um, we could call it like I don't know, Sister Elizabeth's like House of Woe.
Oh.
Like I don't know.
The best little, what would it be called? Not the whorehouse, the best little nunnery in Texas? That doesn't sound good. We can do
Convent.
better. Huh?
They live in a convent. A
The best
nunnery.
little convent?
Did you say a nunnery?
I did say a nunnery.
Nunnery.
That's the way Shakespeare says it.
Oh, yippity bippity, nunnery. Oh, yes.
Get these to a nunnery.
Oh, County, someone called a nunnery. We need 5 nuns per face.
Convent never comes to my head. Always nunnery every time. I don't know. Where you manufacture nuns in the nunnery.
Ew, the nunnery. I like it. Oh my God. So listen, look how much we're talking about my nun story.
It did have a mind of its own. It just kept going.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got here, but I'm good.
I don't know where it started.
Nope.
No
I
idea.
thought I blacked out or something.
No idea. But hey, next week looks fun. Christine's offer fell through.
Right.
Cody probably is like, I'll offer, more. And they got it. And because he can't let go of Christine and that house.
Nobody leaves Cody Brown. He just, what's the word? Freezes them out. But they have to stay.
Mountain to me. And Janelle's like, but I want my own house. I don't want Christine's old house. Well, I don't know.
I'm with her.
I wouldn't want it.
Yeah, she doesn't need all that house.
I'd take that over the fifth wheel with the water and
the
the
fifth wheel is a vehicle to the dream. As somebody who just lived in a camper for almost a year, it's to facilitate the dream. She's willing to do the hard work that nobody else is willing to do.
But she doesn't really want to now because she wants to like rent someplace. She found a 6-month lease.
But that's a case of need because she has no electricity. She thought she was going to be able to get electricity,
Yeah.
but they're being dicks about it and say, no, you need to have a permit. Just let her have some power.
Ooh, hibbity bibbity. Permits, so new. Go to nunnery at once. Get some nuns here. We'll pray for them. Oh my God, this was fun. So, yeah, everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Mara, you look delicious tonight. Maria.
Thanks, honey.
I don't look delicious, but that's okay.
You look equally delicious. I look the most delicious. Again,
Yes.
It's a lifestyle. So, that's for me.
I want
sure.
to eat you up.
And, I wanted to
I look
say
mountain to me. Mountain to me.
this is for Addie. Right there.
Too many eyes.
I found my grimace because I had lost him for a bit. I was heartbroken, but he popped up, so we're good. And yeah, that's it. Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Yes,
Happy
happy Gobble
Thanksgiving.
Day. Hope you gobble, gobble.
Bye.
Gobble.